Warning, I was a little bit in my feels with this video and this rant, and I don't want people to misunderstand where I was going emotionally. So I just want to be clear. I think that a lot of people in the we're speaking truth to power movement, the overwhelming majority of them are doing the best they can and absolutely crushing it. I would never expect somebody to just quit YouTube. That's insane. 85% of all people are still watching videos on YouTube. And you need to try and reach as many people as possible, which is why you need every platform possible. My problem is, as you'll see, is with people who are filthy rich already, multimillionaires, who are still kissing the ring of YouTube, who are still whining on Twitter about being censored, deplatformed, and whatever, and not bothering to produce their show, make their show available on new tech like Odyssey, BitChute, Rumble. Yes, I have a deal with Rumble, okay? But I was on Rumble from day one. I've been on Odyssey, BitChute. I've supported them and still do financially every single month. BitChute and Odyssey I do via Subscribestar. So this is more about a lot of these other people who call Americans cowards or who say people need to speak truth to power and how they support the parallel economy, but they have to get essentially bullied into supporting new tech. They have to get banned off of YouTube. They have to get demonetized before they suddenly care about new tech. It's a very emotional thing for me because I care and I have always cared. Someone like myself, someone like Six Hexenhammer, many more have always embraced new tech long before there was ever deals to be had. And so it's frustrating, even though Patrick Bet David has a point here about what may have been happening to his stream. I'm choosing to look at the bigger issue. I hope that you'll see that through my candor and through my energy. That's really what I mean. I think most of these people are still forces for good, but I need more people to get more involved in new tech. Otherwise, we will always remain under the powerful thumb of big tech and YouTube. You know, a story that was floating around the Twitterverse, the Xverse yesterday, dominating a lot of timelines, was the shenanigans going on around Patrick Bet David's podcast or live stream that he had with, I believe, Trump's lawyer. And he uploaded a roughly 3-minute video to X, showing some, numbers, essentially claiming that there were shenanigans going on and being censored. He was essentially saying, I'm being censored by Team YouTube, blah, 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 blah. Patrick Bet David also, is somebody that quote unquote is alleged to frequently call out, quote, cowardly Americans for not standing up against, quote, the powers. Okay, this is something that Patrick Bet David has done. And this is not an anti-Patrick Bet David video. This is a video, a plea to my peers. This is not a video about, oh my God, everyone has to leave YouTube and go to Rumble. I've never said that. And also, when I talk about new tech, I'm not talking about just Rumble. I'm talking about Rumble, Odyssey, BitChute, Gab, Truth, VidMe. I've been on every single new possible video hosting platform on the planet. So when I talk about people who support new tech, I'm not just talking about Rumble, all right? But it is increasingly difficult for me to give the tiniest frick about people whining and complaining about being censored on YouTube and doing the absolute bare minimum to support new tech. It's not just Patrick Bet David. I'm not going to be calling people out directly by name, but, well, maybe I should. There's several people from the Daily Wire that conveniently didn't even bother doing the bare minimum, like Candace Owens and Jordan Peterson, to mirror their videos to new tech, places like Odyssey, BitChute, and Rumble. The bare minimum. That's all you have to do is check a box. But these very same people are the first to whine and complain when they get demonetized. Okay, or when they get censored or suppressed, all right? There is a common fallacy among a lot of these free speech people who are telling you, the cowards who aren't fighting the power, that they are the ones speaking the truth to power and that everybody's against them. None of them feature their main product. Very few of them feature their main product across multiple platforms. Patrick Bet-David is worth somewhere between $200 and $400 million. He does not need to rely on YouTube AdSense. I understand that the audience, 90% of the audience, 85% of the audience is still on YouTube, and it is important to still be there. I also understand that until people support new tech, again, that's not just Rumble. I can't be clear enough. For those who would question my the veracity of what I'm about to say, understand that long before I ever had a deal with Rumble, and anybody who's watched me knows, I've been on BitChute, Odyssey. I was on Rumble for years before I ever had a deal with them, okay? VidMe, freaking Storyfire. Every possible place I could host videos, I took the time to do it. That's time out of my day. Not every website simply transfers videos over. You have to sit there and upload it. Because I've always complained about YouTube censorship. And I knew that if I didn't support new tech in like literally the most minimal way, that would make me a hypocrite. Okay? So when I see Patrick Bet-David put this video up talking about, what's going on, YouTube? I'm getting censored. And he doesn't even use other platforms. I don't understand it. I just don't care anymore. It's 2024. We've known that YouTube suppresses videos for the last 5, 6, 7 years. People constantly uploading videos to YouTube. I'm being demonetized. My channel's been demonetized. My videos are being suppressed. Blah, 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 blah. And they don't take 5 minutes to literally do diddly dick to support new tech. They don't do diddly dick to support new tech. Jordan Peterson, Candace Owens, these people up until very recently and were publicly called out, didn't even bother having pages on new tech. Okay? Patrick Bet-David, who's worth, I don't know, $200 to $400 million, doesn't co-stream his wildly popular show to new tech and uploads a 3 instead of doing that, which you can do for free, okay? You can co-stream to as many platforms as you want for free. Doesn't do it. I've had friends of mine on YouTube come to me and say, bro, can you get me a Rumble deal? And I go and look at their Rumble channels and they don't even have one. So I'm supposed to go to my bosses and say, hey, this is somebody who's never supported new tech before in the past, but can you give them money? And again, it's not about Rumble. It's about new tech. The same people who are out there, well, I support the parallel economy. I'm a big fan of the parallel economy. And they don't even check a box. I'm not talking about, by the way, let me be very, very, very clear, okay? Before people get too butthurt. Although I'm 6 minutes in and people have probably already decided where they want to stand on this. I am not talking about the YouTuber that has 40, 50, 60,000 subscribers and is just kind of scraping by, okay? I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about minted multi-millionaires, people that work for companies like the Daily Wire, people like Patrick Bet-David and others who make tens of millions of dollars a year, don't do diddly dick to support new tech. Oh, I checked a box and then my videos go over there. I'm fighting for free speech. Give me a break. And also, so much of this is driven by the absolute insanity that these people who are so smart can't possibly understand that the audiences on Rumble, the audiences on Odyssey, the audiences on BitChute, the audiences on Truth Social, the audiences on Gab. These are all different people. They are all stuck in this boomer ideology that they think everybody in the world is on YouTube, and that if they dare make their product available on Rumble, then people are going to leave YouTube for it. I'm here to tell you that ain't true. I've been doing a dedicated show on Rumble since June of last year and basically kept the exact same number of subscribers on YouTube, but continue to grow on Rumble, continue to grow on Odyssey and BitChute. They are different audiences, and I have told people in private so many times, dude, it is not people genuine. There is a percentage of people. There is a percentage of people that do like watch a little bit of videos on Rumble and a little bit of YouTube. That does exist. But the majority of my viewers on Rumble only watch my videos on Rumble. Or the same could be said for Odyssey, for BitChute, or for Truth, or Gab, or any of these platforms. I am not saying that people should abandon YouTube, which I can already see people probably typing in the comments. Well, why don't you just leave YouTube? I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying if you want to claim to be a free speech, truth to power speaker, then do a little bit more. And I'm talking to the millionaires. I'm not talking to the guys or girls who are just getting by and are afraid of losing their revenue. Although I think they should at least be mirroring their content to every possible platform they can. Like, I'm talking to the multi-millionaires, the guys who are guys and girls who are minted with generational wealth, who still don't co-stream, who still don't upload their content to literally every platform. You don't get to whine and complain about censorship if you aren't at least doing that. Now, I spent some time, like Patrick Bet David, where is he? So I'm like, okay, where's his Rumble channel, for example? I couldn't find him on BitChute or Odyssey, but here's his Rumble channel. So he's not even on BitChute or Odyssey that I could find, okay? Here's his Rumble channel, hasn't uploaded in 6 months. Look at the views he used to get. 137,000 views. 87,000 views. Guy has not uploaded a single video to Rumble in 6 months, but he had time to upload a 3-minute video to YouTube, a man who's worth $400 million roughly, complaining about YouTube suppressing him. If I want to pull up Odyssey, okay? If I want to see Odyssey, you know, do you think Patrick Bet David's on Odyssey? Do you think he's uploading to Odyssey? And this isn't just about PBD. Of course he's not. This isn't just about PBD. This is about a lot of people in the free speech, truth to power. I'm fighting for you. Pay me money every month so I can fight the power, but I don't contribute at all to new tech. Not a single live stream on his channel. Tuesdays and Thursdays at 9 a.m. Really? You haven't even uploaded here in 6 months. Tuesdays and Thursdays at 9 a.m. What? The only channel I can even find on here is someone else uploading your videos. This isn't you. Someone else is just freebooting your videos and making money off you. Good for them. Again, it's not just about Rumble. Here's Odyssey. He's not on Odyssey. And again, I could say the same thing about Candace Owens or Jordan Peterson. Half the people at the Daily Wire. There are some people at the Daily Wire that did support new tech early on. Okay, there were. I think Michael Knowles was one of them. And there were other people at the Daily Wire that did embrace new tech. But these are multi-million-dollar companies that aren't even sharing their product on new tech, but half of their shtick is that we're fighting the power and that YouTube's against us. I just can't be bothered anymore. I can't. It's important that you stay on YouTube. It's important.
So just want to give an update to everybody that watches PBD podcast as well as YouTube. Something happened today on the podcast. Have we ever experienced something like this before?
You got 15 guys in the room working for you, and not one of them could figure out how to upload to Rumble, BitChute, and Odyssey, or how to stream you into Instagram and Facebook?
Never something like this before. The crew's here. They're showing me. Brandon, why don't you show us the numbers? Because, you know, Trump.
And by the way, his weirdo chart number thing isn't even that weird to me.
13,000 down to 13,000.
Yeah.
Go from 20 down to 14.
Yeah.
And again,
That's not even suppression. That could be bots. That could be people that also watch Patrick Bet David that other channels upload videos, so they leave to go watch another channel. Like, let's say you're watching the Patrick Bet David podcast and another channel uploads a video that many people are subscribed to, so a bunch of people leave to go watch that new video, and then they trickle back in. Then a bunch of people leave to watch that new video, and then people trickle back in. This isn't even like what I would call suppression. But again, you have all this stuff, all this investigation, and you're not on BitChute, Odyssey, TikTok. You're not, or well, I don't know if he's probably on TikTok. I can't be bothered anymore. You know, I can't be bothered anymore if people aren't at least doing the bare minimum. These people want this stuff to happen. At least that's my opinion. I hope this video helped make you think about stuff a little bit, and we'll talk to you again real soon.